The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Willis. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. This is a designed run. Gets it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Hand off from the shotgun. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. he is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Sawyer. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 20. Pick up a 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On second down, wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Calls his own number. Makes it past the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that
The
play?
give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Sooners just can't get off the field.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for space to the left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? The snap sets up to throw. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got just plowing ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room headed to the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On second down, looking again to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Got his man on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Feeling some heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the first down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the first down.
He leaves it with his back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Rolls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure comes. A shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. 1 more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now, let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll ride the hot hand. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. Oh, they knock it free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Here's the handoff. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it to the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Handoff to the single back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Willis. Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Bought a little time. Lets it go.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit or when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried. good job playing ball. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
Game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Turbin. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
Pulls it in on the left. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to throw. It's Turbin. He'll pull it down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great.
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver delivered the football, and now they face third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
This is supposed to be the easiest play in football, except when there's this much pressure. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Sooner offense to go back to work. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Willis. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown ball. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start